Welcome to the One for the Girls podcast, your one-stop shop for our take on art, pop culture, dating, and relationships in the real world. I'm your host, Haley, and I am joined by my very dear friend and co-host, Carly.
Hello.
Whose birthday is today. Happy birthday, Carly.
Woo! Thank
Super
you.
special day.
Thanks.
We're very excited for you, even though it's in quarantine.
I know.
Keep listening, ladies. This one's for you. So welcome everyone to this week's episode of One for the Girls. We're very excited for it. We're going to be talking about just our lives and couples or prior relationships. And then we've got a kind of a surprise for you a little bit after that. So we just want you guys to get to know us better, get to know kind of our relationships, our home life, stuff like that. You definitely don't want to miss it. But before we start, I would like to welcome our cast, our friends. For the show, we have Candy.
Hey.
And we have Christian.
Hi.
And of course, joining us this week, you've seen him. Well, you haven't seen him, I guess, technically. You've heard from him twice before on our podcast. Mark, we're so glad to have you.
Good afternoon, ladies. How are you? Happy birthday,
Very
Carly.
good.
He's putting on his sultry voice for the camera.
So now our listeners get to actually see our faces and kind of put the names to the faces for the first time, or I think I'm interrupted. It comes out before this episode, so they'll see a few of us in that one as well. So, like I said a little bit ago, we're going to talk today a little bit about our relationships and kind of our backstories. And I'm going to go first here for you guys. Me and my husband have been together for 6 years total. 3 of those years we've been married. We met back in June of 2014, right after I graduated college. And I definitely was not looking for a serious relationship. At that point in my life, I didn't think I'd ever get married, didn't want kids, thought it all was kind of just pointless, just wanted to live my life and be a strong, independent woman. And then like a month later, I met Jed and, just became immediately attached, which Carly can kind of give what I'm trying to say.
A
Back up my story there. There you go.
I can affirm what you're saying is true. Yeah.
I was living with her mom at the time because I couldn't afford an apartment yet. I had just graduated college, just started a brand new job. And so my cat was at her mom's house, but I was at Jed's apartment every day. And so her poor mom had to watch my cat.
But my mom loves your cat. So she always, he will always live in her heart.
They had a special bond. He did not love a lot of people, but he loved her. He was a little spicy, we'll call him that. But to kind of say how we met, we actually met through a friend, but then ended up working together because that friend was a coworker of ours. I had texted this guy who I was friends with through an internship I did at Seguin Police Department and said, "Hey, I got that job as a dispatcher. I'm so excited." And he's like, "Awesome, come over to my friend's apartment for a party." Okay, so go over to this party, but it's not a party. It is me, him, my husband, and another friend. So 3 guys and me. It's like a really, really small party.
That's a rager.
It's a rager. And I brought like one of the fireballs that was like this big. And I was like, who's ready to party? So we met that night. We hung out. And then 2 weeks later, I finally went on the first date with him. I was like, no, I don't want to date somebody I work with, blah, blah, blah. I kind of blew him off for 2 weeks, kind of what I call it now, ghosted him for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Sorry, babe. It was kind of frowned upon to be dating somebody you were working with. So we kept it a secret until we were pretty serious. And then, of course, people just found out on their own as well. We started living together, I want to say about 6 months into our relationship. Like, it was pretty fast. I knew pretty early on that I didn't it was a different relationship. I didn't love anybody before him. I had never said the words "I love you" to anybody before him. And I just knew we were going to be together. So we moved in together. I sent him pictures of rings for 6 months just so he'd know I was ready whenever he was ready. And what kind of rings I liked. I probably put a lot of pressure on him, and he eventually proposed. Back in, I think it was, say, 2016, 2015. We were engaged for a year and a half before we got married. And we got married April of 17. So it's been a crazy 3 years, crazy 6 years, I guess. But 3 years married, definitely, you learn new things and you learn how to, like, I don't know, be even more serious than you were before. I always thought it was just a piece of paper, but it really did change some stuff in our relationship. And right now we're seeing a counselor, and it has really helped us. So we're getting stronger, which is great. So I am going to pass this baton on to Candy and have her tell us about her relationship.
So my partner is Michael. I call him my partner. I'm not doing the whole marriage thing because when I met him, I was getting a divorce at 20 years old. So we met at City College, which is a community college over here, and was the vice president, and it was like just magnetic from the start. Like I couldn't separate from him. Like we both just tried not to really like be with each other, and it didn't work. We just kept getting together to the point where we found out we were pregnant with my first son after 6 months. So
Nice.
And it was. I mean, now we've been together 6 years as of April, so it worked out.
Yeah.
Had another kid since then. So.
Yeah.
2 kids with him. We have lived in California, and then we moved to Boston together. He went to law school. We moved back to California recently.
Nice.
So we went through a lot of tests in our relationship, and we're still together. I don't know how it happened. I don't even remember going on a date. It was just kind of, we were together. And, we went to the Book of Mormon, and then after that, it was like he never left my house. I don't think. Maybe a couple of weeks. Maybe.
I feel you on that one. You're like, I don't want a relationship, and then all of a sudden you're in one.
I was again going through a divorce at 20 years old. He's 6 years older than me, but he could drink and do all that stuff, and he was buying my drinks. Like, I was not expecting it. That's for sure. It was something that came out of the blue, and something that ended up being really good. And again, I have 2 beautiful boys out of the relationship, and we've done a lot together. So.
That's amazing. Sometimes that's the best thing, though. Those things you're not expecting, and then they turn out to really like change your life pretty much.
Yeah.
So let's hear from Christian next.
Okay. So my relationship is long running. The first time I met my current fiance, we were in high school, we were freshmen, and he was in ROTC, which for people who don't know, it's actually junior ROTC. It's a pre-military program that some schools offer. And he was dating a soccer player. So I met him as someone else's boyfriend, and I always thought he was attractive. And later I became friends with 2 other soccer girls that were friends with him. And so they actually introduced me to him, and that's how we met, playing pickup games behind the high school. And he was a guy going through high school. You know, you have your high school relationships and a lot of people that I shouldn't have been with. And he was the one person my mom was always like, you should date him. He's the one you should be dating. Forget all these other guys. You should date him. And like a teenage girl, I was like, him? No, he's just a friend. And I was actually dating another soccer player that's going to kind of out me as like, I wasn't always the nicest person. I was dating another soccer player and thinking about how I wasn't feeling fulfilled in that relationship. And all of a sudden it just snapped into my head that my fiance Heater was everything I wanted. He was kinder to me than I ever knew someone would be. I was attracted to him. He was just everything I wanted. And in that instant, I realized I was in love with him. So we've been together for 11 years now, going to be 11 years in August. We just celebrated our 128th monthly anniversary because we try to celebrate our monthly anniversaries.
Crazy, right? Crazy. It's so cute, though.
We've been through like a lot of moves. Like Candy said, we live in several places. Like Haley, I know Haley's been through a lot of moves too. Carly, all of us have
too many.
moved around a lot with our. We own a house together now. We have my dog Oakley that we both love, and he's just an amazing partner. Haley's known him as long as I have, and she can attest to the really, truly good person that he is. And
yes.
I'm thankful every single day. He's more in a partner than I ever thought that I would be finding. So I love him very much.
I love how he loves you. I love how he supports you, whenever you went off to college and that made you guys long distance. That to me showed how much he was invested because he cared about your future. And for those, who have been listening, me and Christian have been friends since freshman year of high school. We actually call him Heater. That's his last name because of soccer and stuff, because there were so many people with the same first name. Yes. So you'll hear us call him that, but it's not his first name.
Yes, and it's not Heater. It's with an H. Heater, like air conditioning and a heater, like that kind of heater. And we've gone through rough spots, like when I went away to college and early on in our relationship, I actually kissed an ex-boyfriend of mine. So we've had our struggles for sure. But I think with any relationship, as long as both people are willing to work for each other and for the relationship, you're going to be able to make it.
Yes. Super excited. All right. So let's go on to Carly.
Sure. I have been married for... It'll be 2 years. It's like we're so brand new newlyweds. We've been together for 3 years, but we've only been married for almost 2. But we met at a time where I was just starting to actually date people. I got married right out of college and got divorced. It was really messy. And so it took me a couple of years to even be interested in thinking about possibly talking to someone with the intent of going on a date with them. You know what I mean? And so I was just dipping my toes into the dating pool. I went on a couple dates with people and it was like, okay, this is weird because and maybe, I don't know if maybe Candy, you felt this way, but once you've been divorced and then you're going back out, whenever you're so young, I just feel like it puts you in a different category of people. Not in a bad way, but just in a reality way. You've experienced something different. And so for me, going back out, because, whenever I got divorced, I was still 22, 23. I was still young. So it's weird because most 22, 23-year-olds have never even been married, much less divorced. And so it was just a weird thing. Weird. But anyway, I met my husband now. His name is Jeremy, but it's spelled like Jerome, like Jerome.
Confuses everyone.
Yeah, it has the little Macron long E thing over the E. So it's like Jerome, that's how you pronounce it, which I guess makes more sense if you think about it that way. But anyway, I met him actually through online, but through church stuff. I was really involved at the time with starting a church, and he had started a church, and we had met in our both separate churches had met in movie theaters, and we just ended up connecting because we were so similar and we had lots of similar circles. Now, since that, both of us are not involved in either church, and we've moved actually for church jobs. I'm a musician and I have been forever, and I've been a church musician for a time, but that's not really what I'm doing anymore. So that's not, it's still a part of who I am, but it's just interesting that that's something that we met in that environment, but we're not really in that environment anymore. But he was the first guy that really, really believed in my creativity, and not in you're really cute, I believe in you, because I want to be with you kind of way. But he actually believed in what I had to offer, and he thought that my ideas were good, and he was willing to invest his own money or his own time in projects that I was doing if I wanted, to where I was like, oh, this guy really thinks that I am good at something. And not that really matters, but it was interesting for me in that moment because I was like, most of the people that I have been with, I never felt supported as far as I could see this person as a partner. But for the first time, I felt like he saw me equally. because he is a very creative person. You know, he has his own business that he started from the ground up, and he does sports entertainment. And like, if you looked at his resume right now, his entertainment resume is like stupid. Like, so for me, it was just cool to have somebody who saw me as an equal, an actual full-on partner. And that was important. And, you know, he's a sweet guy, and I fell really hard for him. But yeah, and we, like, I think after our first date, like, he knew for sure, like, he was like, I'm going to ask her on more dates. I was still like, this guy's really, really cool, but like, I don't know what's going on in my life. But after that, like, we never, like, after our first date, it was like, we never stopped dating. You know what I mean? And we just ended up, everything just happened. And like, we're like, oh, well, I just really like you. And, but yeah, so now we're married. We got married in August of 2018. And we bought a house together, and we have 2 pugs together. And, you know,
He makes the best chocolate chip cookies.
He
in the
does.
whole
He
world.
does make really good chocolate chip
he-
cookies.
he's just an amazing person.
From
okay?
scratch.
Yeah, he bakes from scratch, y'all. Which is fantastic. But yeah, he's just an incredible man. And if y'all knew him, well, I know some of y'all know him, some of y'all do not. But if you know him, you know how fantastic he is. And he is just the best person in the world. And I'm in love with him. So yeah.
So cute.
But yeah, but that's my relationship. I won't talk any more about it. I can go on forever. I'm very,
Right?
I feel like we all
very
could.
happily,
Yeah.
very happily married. And I know our friend Mark, who is with us, he's been hearing us babble on about our love lives. Mark, if I'm not mistaken, you're not in a relationship currently, right?
That is correct.
But I do know that you've told our listeners before that like your DMs are open. So I kind of feel like, you know, I'm not sure what your vibe is or like what you're wanting, but I want you to have an opportunity now to chime in. Have you ever had a serious relationship, and do you think that that's something you're looking for now? Are you open to it, or are you like bachelor life #happy? Where are you
Hashtag
at
never married.
where are you at in your life journey? I would love to know.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's very difficult to follow all these amazing stories.
Stop. Your life is amazing, Mark. Your life is amazing.
But yeah, no, like you mentioned, yeah, I'm not currently dating anyone. I have been in actually a couple serious relationships. Both of them, or one of them in college, then one of them shortly after college. Did not necessarily end too well for me. I think I kind of alluded to it in one of our previous podcasts. Ended in some form of infidelity on the part of the girl who I was seeing at the time. Stung a little bit, and that kind of happened right around the time that I started grad school, which was basically a full-time job. I mean, I was doing grad school like without breaks. I was doing an accelerated program, so I basically I drove from Massachusetts to Rhode Island in the morning, did a full day of class plus a grad assistantship, and got home at like 10 at night. Where my parents had cold dinner waiting for me. So I pretty much did like a full year where I had zero life. And right after I got out of grad school, I got my job. And then I kind of got focused on that, working in Boston. And I would kind of get set up with like, friend of a friend every once in a while or something. But, it didn't happen for me for a while, where I wasn't in any serious relationship there. I don't think it was any repercussions from how my previous relationship ended that I got that eventually. It was something that I didn't focus much on, and I actually did start living that bachelor life. I got an awesome place. I was working in Boston with a ton of friends. I started going to all my friends started getting married. I went to their parties. Was in their weddings, and kind of next thing you know, a few years have gone by. But It's definitely something that I'm open to. I just feel like at this point I haven't met the right girl, and I feel like similar to the experiences that you all explained, where you just kind of knew if if I happen to run into her one of these days. So it's something that I'm definitely ready for. Uh, when it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
true.
Well, Mark, I believe, just from what I know of you, I believe that you are a delightful human being. And we wish you all the happiness in the world, regardless of, if you find the relationship of your dreams tomorrow, or, whether you're single for however long. Um, my hope is that, obviously that you're happy and that you're well cared for. And so whatever that looks like, we wish you the best. And I also want to say for our listeners and our viewers now, because we have video,
Yeah.
yeah, I know, we're just so finally get to see our faces for real. But I want to chime in there and say, like, yes, obviously, we're talking about relationships on this episode, and a little bit later, actually, like right after this, we're going to be playing kind of like a newlywed game that we'll get to, or like a marriage relationship partner game. But I want to take the time to say, if you're watching this and this bums you out, I don't want you to think that our stories are stories of like, I was half a person, but then I got married and now I'm a whole person. Or I got, like, whoever's watching this, you are a whole person without a relationship. And I just get so bogged down in watching things that are like secretly or subliminally marketing that somehow you're not fully valuable the way you are. And you are. Like, this game is fun, and if you want a relationship because you want to be with somebody, that's fantastic too, obviously. I don't want to make anyone feel alienated on our show. I want you to know that, like, you're definitely a valuable human regardless. And so that's I'll step off my soapbox.
You can be happy
now.
out of a relationship. You can be happy in one, and if
Completely.
if it's not a safe situation, please get out.
Yes, and I just would feel weird if we did this whole thing and didn't say that, because I'm tired of growing up watching programming and listening to stuff that seemed to say
You
that
had to have
like,
a
if I didn't have
partner.
a boyfriend, that I was broken or something was wrong with me, or like whatever. And it's just not true. And same goes for guys too. Like, you don't have to have a girlfriend to be like attractive, like that, or smart or whatever. Like, that's not what makes you those things. So,
and can we also do a shout out to non-traditional relationships? Because I mean, we
Yes.
have Cindy on here representing that you can have an amazing relationship and it doesn't equate to marriage. Relationships
agree.
looks like all kinds of things, and none of it. And what's important is, if you are with someone, they're with someone that values you for who you are. It doesn't matter what your relationship status is.
I agree completely. I think a relationship is about, honesty and commitment and love. And if you have those things, I don't think it matters about anything else, regardless of, same sex, different sex, marriage, not marriage, whatever it is. I think it's about those things. And so if you don't have that relationship and you want one, our hopes are for you. If you don't have that relationship and you don't want one, our hopes are for you. Like,
exactly.
So I just had to throw that out there. So I'm going to go ahead and turn all of this back over to Mark. Mark is going to be the host of our fun little game today. So Mark, why don't you go ahead and explain to our viewers and listeners what the game plan is?
Gotta get my best game show host voice ready. Yes, ladies,
Game show host voice.
As you are aware, we are playing a couples game, which will be pretty interesting, seeing as that each of you are in different stages of your different relationships. 3 years for some, 6 for another decade long. Different relationships. So I'm excited to see the differences between each of you and see how those in this game. So for our listeners, we are playing a game of how well do you know your partner. So each of these ladies and their partners have answered these questions about themselves, each on their own separate papers. So answers have been recorded, From Haley there. And today we're going to unveil those answers to see how well each of them knows their partner. So I, of course, the game master, will keep score to see which one of our gals here knows her partner the best. So ladies, please keep your partner's answers concealed until I tell you to read it. This is non-negotiable. When I read the question, plan for your answer. Then you'll reveal your partner's answer to see if they match. So once everyone has revealed both answers to the question, we'll move on to the next one. So without further ado, ladies, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
I'm ready.
All right.
To open my questions, not his, I promise.
Mhm.
I promise, his are right here.
Proof.
All right. So for our newlywed game, we have both the ladies round and the gentleman round. I think we'll start with the ladies round. I think that sounds like a plan.
Probably best.
Yeah.
Question number 1, ladies: when your significant other cooks for you, would you say the food is spot on, or would you sign him or her up for a?
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first, I guess. Or
Yeah, you're
sorry,
good.
I feel like I have a little bit of a lag, so I don't know if I'm
Go
like,
ahead. I know,
Okay.
I do too. Go ahead, Carly.
Okay, sorry. So I feel like whenever my significant other cooks for me, that it is spot on. He's an amazing cook. Yeah. So do I open his answer now too? To see what?
I don't know. I guess we do all 4 of us with what our answer, and then we can do
Okay.
the guys. Or
Okay,
does
so
that work for y'all?
Right.
Yeah, that's perfect. So I say spot on.
Okay. Candy?
Gosh.
I know.
Yeah, true. Candy, what about you? What did you say?
My God love him. He has a lot of talents, and cooking is not one of them. He doesn't do any of the cooking in the relationship. He cooks for our kids if that amounts to, like a Kraft macaroni and cheese, but I don't eat that
Chicken
stuff.
nuggets.
So
Always good in a pinch.
I think he gets that seasoning is a thing and salt and pepper is that, so he's not allowed to be in my kitchen.
Christian?
That's it. That's a bad thing.
Well, I really love the way Candy phrased her answer. Like, I love Heater, but no, he also does not do any of the cooking. I do call him the microwave master, though. I mean, if you need anything microwaved, he knows how to do it. So I would say a cooking class for him.
Okay, but don't discount that microwave skill.
True.
No, I
True.
mean, I passed up to him. I'm like, here you go, microwave master. Thanks.
So for me, I'm actually the one that's the bad cook in the relationship. So he is spot on. He cooks and I do the cleaning. Thank you very much, babe, because I can follow a recipe and I can make it appropriately and it will still taste good. I absolutely hate cooking. I do not like being in the kitchen and then
That's fair.
cleaning afterwards. So I said spot on.
Nice.
All right. So
Okay.
now that we have all of our answers, I guess we can reveal the gentlemen's answers themselves.
Okay, are we going one by one for this too?
Yes.
I say same order. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
same order.
I'll go first then. So he said, and I'm gonna open it like boom boom. So that way, I don't, I don't want to look at all the answers. I just want to look at the
Same.
one. Okay. So he said, spot on. But he knows he's a good cook. But
There
yeah.
you
Yay!
go. First point on the board.
I have mine, Mike's answers, and I'm just gonna go down like this so I can't even see anything. First
You're
one's
so
cooking
smart.
school.
Yeah.
Cooking school. Nice.
He knew.
So far, good.
Shy about telling him.
Right? Well, funny thing, Heater did these this morning after he got home from work, and he reads that first question, and he looks at me, and he goes, is that saying, do you think I should go to cooking school? And then he made a face and went back to writing his thing. So he said, cooking school.
They keep going.
But okay, let's see. I made Jed do these today too. It's okay. All right. He said spot on. So it looks like
Yeah,
all of
there we
them.
go. Doing good so far.
Yeah, all of
Agreed
us
with
got a
that.
point. I think.
All right.
That has worked.
We got one piece. Very nice.
Love it.
It's exciting.
To food, so.
All right. So, ladies, question number 2. Would you say that your significant other prefers your face to be painted, or would he rather look at it in its natural state?
Okay.
This is a hard one.
So this one's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Only because it's not like a either or. So I'm gonna.
Right.
This is my official answer. I say both, but of course, like he appreciates whenever my makeup's done really nicely. He'll be like, "Oh, like you look really pretty." So but like he also doesn't ever be like, "Ugh, put makeup on." You know what I mean? So that's my official answer. So like
Thank God.
both, but like he appreciates he notices whenever I do something different with my makeup or whatever. He's like, "Oh, that looks fantastic."
I'm
So.
glad you clarified that this is not face paint like at a fair. This is
Right.
Yes.
This kind of face paint makeup.
Not face paint like at a fair. Although he does like that too. I mean,
Way more expensive.
It would be cute.
who among us
yeah.
doesn't?
who among us?
All right.
All right. So I really don't know how he's going to answer this because he doesn't care either way, but I feel like I bring home enough makeup that if I wasn't using it, I work of a haunted attraction during the October month. So I mean, as far as face paint goes,
Nice.
like that, I come home and I scare my kids. It's like a big deal. So as far as like actual face paint, he's all for that. Like I think he's gonna say he doesn't care either way because he doesn't want to make like he's gonna, like if he says like he doesn't
Like
like
a trap, you know?
It does.
It is a
Yeah.
trend.
I told him to be honest, even if it hurt my feelings. So we'll see how this goes.
You get mad either way. Like you don't appreciate it when I spend an hour on my face.
Right,
or
exactly.
I'm gonna see it. Which one is it?
You
Like,
think I need makeup, right?
he's gonna say I don't care because he's not gonna get put in that trap.
Okay.
Carly hit me with both, and now I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm gonna go with natural. Play it dangerous.
Yeah. So I put natural as well, only because he does say that like I'm beautiful both ways because he knows, well, for one, he knows words of affirmation is high up my love language list. But I know that he's always like, why are you putting makeup on? I'm like, for me, so I do bring a lot of it home too. So he might surprise me on this one, but I am going to go with natural for it.
All right. Let's reveal our answers.
Okay. I'm nervous. Okay. So he said painted but thinks she's beautiful natural too.
Oh, that
So I
counts.
feel
That's
like
both.
that's a point.
Yeah.
I'll
That's exactly what you said.
That is what I said. So
No.
maybe he was reading my brain. No,
Maybe.
but he's sweet.
All right. You said natural. Oh God, I was not expecting.
Oh,
That's sweet.
That
That's
is kind of
sweet.
sweet.
I spend a lot of time on my makeup, so
right.
I mean,
I don't.
You're
put it
like,
on-
could I be saving all this time?
Right?
time and
Like
money.
natural for forever now. Save all
Yeah,
that time.
Heater said natural also. So
Woo!
So, yeah.
Sweet. Good job, Peter. All right. Jed said natural.
No.
okay,
I love it.
there we go. See, it just shows we do makeup for us though.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not just
I
do.
do. It's
do.
only for me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mine's mostly for me. So
And for y'all, because I didn't have it on today before this. So you're welcome.
Same.
You mean
neither did I.
So if
True.
I am keeping score correctly, that's 3 out of 4 correct answers.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
It's okay, Candy. At least he loves you without the makeup on.
You know, the thing is, when I don't put makeup on, it means I also didn't put any effort into anything else. So, like,
Oh, see, so that's like extra sweet. He's like, no, I just like you lounge around. It's fine.
I mean, if I'm not
That's
wearing
cute.
makeup, it probably means I'm not wearing pants either. So that's
Hey.
Since we're
That might be
telling the
why.
truth.
It, though, right?
That might be why.
All right. Question number 3. Ooh. Finish this sentence. This could get testy. This could cause some arguments. My significant other would pay as much attention to me as he does his blank.
So this is hard too because I don't really feel like anyway. I don't feel like he doesn't pay attention to me, but I will say lately, the past 2 months since we've had extra downtime, he has been playing his video games a lot, and sometimes that like takes up the whole day. So for this instance, the quarantine version, I'm gonna say video games.
Okay.
Nice.
What most popular?
Yeah.
To what?
What's his favorite game? I think is what he's asking.
Okay, so I don't know what his favorite game is, but I know that he played God of War from start to finish it took him like 3 days the other day. He was like, I'm just gonna play this whole game, gonna go kill bad people with my son. I was like, okay.
Oh,
Bye.
it's pretty good. That's a good game.
There you go.
I guess it's that one. Do I get points for that? I mean, not game
Video
points, but like
Bonus.
real life points.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
real
sure
life
that's
points.
the one.
Of course.
Real life points.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say definitely his cell phone. He's on that thing a lot.
That's a good answer.
So like he'll come home and like he has this whole big group text from work and it'll just be like all night and like wakes me up in the morning texting. So like definitely.
I feel like that could be a common answer among all millennial type relationships.
True.
Right. Yeah.
True.
And let me say, I'm guilty of that. Like,
I'm
especially
guilty
lately
too.
today, I've been like on all these different group messages and all these stuff, and he's been talking to me, and like I didn't even know he was talking to me,
Oh, I hate when that happens. That happens to me too.
and I'm just like, I'm so
Sorry,
sorry.
Right.
I don't like process. I'm like, wait, what? Like
Right. Exactly.
what part? I'm like all of it.
You don't know what you're agreeing to.
Sometimes I feel like my very, very large living room television feels like I'm ignoring it. Because
Okay, Mark.
Oh, so yeah.
I'm sure it's
You're over
very
here.
hurt.
Yeah, just slip that one in there.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Okay. We'll
He's
let
over
that one
here.
go because we've been mean to you lately on Crime Pod.
Aw.
Be
All
nice
love
to
though.
him.
Christian.
Well, I was surprised. I thought we might all have the same answer. Mine is also video games, and if he doesn't write down video games, he's a liar. So
They have bigger problems.
Right.
So I was gonna write video games, but since he got his motorcycle, he has not touched them. So I wrote motorcycle.
All
This would
right.
be an interesting go.
All right.
I know he could be either one.
Let's reveal our answers.
Okay. Let's see. So he said business.
Oh.
Because he traveled a lot for work.
He
Yeah.
does, but you know,
Okay.
I don't feel that way though. I don't wish he would pay as much attention to me as he does his business. So
Yeah.
we have to have a
That's
conversation.
sweet though. Yeah, let him know. That,
But he does travel. With the exception of this year, he's usually gone for the majority of like January to May, and then he's gone again for the majority of August through like November.
That just shows how supportive you are, Carly.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Business is
it
business.
works.
It's fine. Yeah.
But, you
just let him know
we make it
afterwards.
work.
Like,
and it's not that he's gone that whole time. Like he'll be home for like a day or two in between each like trip, but the majority of it, like he's gone for like 5 days and home for like 2 days, that kind of thing. So anyway.
Also show that he's aiming for that work-life balance that we're all trying to
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
answer, I say.
very
Aw.
true.
Correct?
Yes. So no point for my couple on that one.
It's okay.
Your chance to tie things up.
So Mike said cell phone, which he
Yeah.
doesn't-
Nice. He
Oh.
knows. He knows.
Yeah.
there's nothing else. It's kids. That's it.
Yes. So Heater said video games, so he's not a liar. Yay.
He's not a liar.
But same. I feel like it's the same thing as Candy. Like work, video games, hang out with me. Like that's so expected.
I'm nervous. I don't know if he put video games or not. Let's find out. No, he put motorcycle. I'm very proud of myself on that
look
one.
at you. Okay. Thanks,
Mr.
babe.
Because he
Intuitive.
knows.
Right.
He knows.
He knows.
I've literally because he wrote it 2 days in a row when he first got it right after work. So like we were gone for 8 hours and he comes home and writes it for another couple. And I was like, yo, on Wednesday, you're staying home and hanging out with me. No motorcycle. So at least he realizes it.
There we go. All right. So just to give our listeners a brief recap, we have Haley and Christian both with 3, and Carly and Katie each with 2. All right. So very close game so far. Very close
It
game.
is.
Let's move on to question number 4. When it comes to dancing, would your significant other wait for the slow dance? Would he get on the dance floor for the fast moves, or would he just sit them all out?
Well,
I'm excited for
I
Carly's
know the answer to Carly's. I already
my
know.
my significant other would be doing all the fast moves on the dance floor. He is a dancer to his core. He makes money dancing, not as an exotic dancer.
I was about to say.
He tells people that. He will say, let me just tell you, that's what his favorite, you know how dads make stupid jokes? That's his favorite joke to make whenever people are like, so what do you do? He 8 times out of 10 will say, oh, I'm an exotic dancer, which is a lie. Anyway, which to everyone out there who is an exotic dancer, that's fantastic. But my husband is precious. And if you look at him and you think about him being an exotic dancer, you go, huh. So anyway, he, he has a beard and he's silly and you just don't picture him being exotic dancer. No, but he does do a lot of dancing. I'll have to show y'all some
Sports
videos.
events. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a person at like a halftime basketball game or football game. Like he's the crazy one in the stands dancing.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's danced on the field at Yankees games and Texans games and Astros games.
All the games.
All the
Yeah.
games.
He's a very interesting person. I'll send a link.
We guys we like to dance more than we let on. So like we'll you put it,
I encourage it.
Some.
I get that
So
right.
good.
we'll go nuts.
Does this mean that you like to dance, Mark?
Oh, I've been known to do that a time or 2.
We're gonna learn about Mark during this game too.
Right?
For my birthday, I would like a dance video from Mark.
To the group message, please.
That it.
I did dance at a wedding.
Okay.
It's fantastic. Love
Okay.
it.
All right, so we're not talking about like the quality of dancing here, right? We're just
Nope.
We're just
No,
Not at
his-
all.
his desire.
Just what they like. Yeah.
so Mike would definitely be out there for all of it. It doesn't mean he's going to be wowing anybody.
My
He's
favorite
gonna know what
person.
to do. But like, if I'm out there, he's going to be out there, and I'm going to be out there. So
Mhm.
100%, he's all of them.
Nice.
I love it.
Heater would sit them all out to the point where I'm like, if we ever get married, you're dancing with me. You know that, right? Like, he's that kind of person. So we'll sit them all out.
Yes, I feel your pain, Christian. And the one and only time me and my husband have danced was our first dance at our wedding. So I also set them all out.
Yep.
All right. Let's find out who was lying about our deep-seated desire to
Okay. I'm nervous that he's gonna he can't get
Shock
this one
you?
wrong. If he gets this one
No.
wrong, I'm okay.
This is on him.
Right. So it's number 4, right? Okay.
Yes.
Get on the dance floor for the fast moves is what he said.
Woo.
Nice. There you go.
Alright.
Coming back.
Who?
Oh, now I'm nervous. All the dances.
Woohoo!
Nice.
All dances. All the dances.
Love it.
Nice.
All right.
Good job.
Yay.
Yep. Heater said, sit them out.
A man who knows what he wants. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Jed said sit them out.
There you go. A clean sweep for us, ladies.
Good round.
Very, very nice. All right. Question number 5. This one could cause some arguments too.
Yeah.
Other,
This one I have no confidence in.
will your significant other say for a day person or a night person?
So this one's hard for me because I don't know if it's really meaning like morning person. The more I thought about it, it's like, I mean, I like the daytime. I'm not a vampire, but I like if I had to choose between being a morning person and a night person, I would choose the night person. So if we're talking about just like regular daytime, like if I had to choose like, hey, do you want to get lunch, or hey, do you want to get a late dinner, I might choose the lunch. So in that way, I'd be a daytime. But if it's like morning versus night, I don't like
I
morning.
took it as morning. I don't know. I took it as morning versus night, but I really don't know. That's could be confusing.
You put my mind.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
So that's my answer. I don't know if that's definitive. Like, I don't like getting up early, so I'm just gonna say night person and just hope for the best.
Okay.
So I'm not a vampire either. I like the daytime. I like the sun, like a lot. But I also am not somebody who's gonna willingly get up early in the morning. So I'm gonna say a night person because I can stay up pretty late, but like you're not getting me up early.
Yeah. I'm gonna say a night person too. I've always been a night owl, but night person. A little nervous though.
I know.
So actually, we're all vampires. You guys, who said you weren't, are liars. But I'm also going to say night because I am the person who hits snooze 9 times in the morning and wakes everybody up. So I have an alarm clock for work, and I hit snooze. I set it early on purpose because I know I'm going to hit snooze over and over.
Yes,
and
that's
over
how
again.
you know you're a chronic snoozer. Set it early on purpose.
So night it is.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. All right, so let's find out if you're all vampires.
Oh no.
Okay. So it's number 5, right? Okay. So he said day.
No!
So close. You almost
That's
picked
okay.
day.
I
It might have been
know.
just because it's a confusing question, so that'll be
Right.
all right for writing.
Because also, like, I can't really hang, like, if it's like 1 a.m. Like,
Okay.
I'm also not like, anyway,
Right.
that's okay. It's on me. All good.
So I'm nervous now because I forgot we have kids and like they get me up. So I'm like, he's gonna be like, oh, so you're obviously a date. Like that's a choice like I'm making. So we'll see. Hold on. Night person.
Okay, there you go.
Right.
Nothing to worry about.
Personal preference, right? Not many.
Nice.
Heater said night. Okay, so we're good.
Very good. All right, and said night as well.
Yep.
All right.
He knows he hears those alarm clocks, so he knows.
Well, that's the thing. He's always getting mad at me for not getting up with my alarm. So like, it's very peculiar.
It's all right.
Maybe it's
Blame
because
me
you're
on that
just a
one.
ray of sunshine, Carly.
You are.
Maybe.
And also not a vampire.
I will
No.
say this next one makes me nervous, but
Me
I'll
too.
let Mark read the question.
Yeah, I did not look far ahead. All right, so after the first half of the ladies round, we have
Yes.
Haley and Christian each with 5 for 5 on question. Candy in second place, 4 for 5, and Carly, you are currently bringing up the rear at 3
That's
out of
right.
We have that's halftime.
So far, it looks like being in a relationship for 10 years means they know each other pretty
Right.
well.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
All right. Well, question 6 will test that theory.
Yes.
Question number 6. What will your significant other say he loves about you the most?
Oh, that's so hard.
So hard.
That's what she
Sorry, guys.
For this one, only because he said this to me several times. So if I am wrong, I forget about life forever. Okay. But he constantly tells me that he loves like my heart and my sensitivity, that I'm not like a closed off callous person, but like I, very, very, very tenderhearted. And he said he loves my heart. So I'm going to go with that and just pray that he's thinking about my tenderheartedness.
It's what I love most about you, Carly.
Aw,
It's your heart.
thanks. Sometimes it feels like a hindrance, but I'm grateful for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So, this question. I'm really big in like social justice-y things, especially like politics in here, and like that's how we met was like community college politics. We've both been really involved in the community. I'm gonna say like that stuff, like the like empathy, like
Nice.
like the social justice stuff.
Nice.
All right.
Love that.
I feel like I have no idea, guys. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I know that he wants very badly for me to accept myself and like my nerdiness. So part of me wants to say, maybe he'll say that, but I cry at like the drop of a dime about the silliest things, and he's always like, if there's an emotional commercial on, he's always like side-eyeing me, waiting to see if I'm crying. So I don't know if he's gonna also go with like my sensitivity or like my like sweet, like my heart. I don't know. So I'm
Pick
gonna
one.
go with, I think he might actually say like my heart, like that I have a soft heart. I'm gonna go with that. I don't know. I'm nervous.
Y'all,
Don't be
I
nervous.
feel real
think it's good.
dumb. Okay, based on all
I
of
think I
y'all's
know what
answers
you're gonna say though. I think I know.
versus mine. Okay, I said my boobs.
Yep.
So,
But we know that that's his
hopefully
favorite.
he said that too.
Yes, but
Or
I
this is
feel
gonna
like
be
he
real
will say that.
awkward.
Like,
For the listeners, I just want to verify real quick. We have verification of this as being true from his mouth. He has said that this was his favorite thing about her before.
yes.
So don't
If it's,
read into
I
that
told him
any
to
more
be
than
honest.
yes.
So if he said like something really, really nice like y'all's, I would be happy but surprised.
Yeah.
Let's put that.
All right.
See.
Well, let's, without further ado, then let's get the answers.
Oh, Lord.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I know, I'm so nervous. Okay, number 6. Her heart.
Oh, yay!
Good job,
That's
Jeremy.
beautiful.
He did it.
He did it. He did it.
I'm so glad.
Wait, what number was this?
Number
6.
6.
6. Passion for justice.
Aw.
Ooh, look at
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Good job.
Enough.
That's a point.
Like,
That's good.
I love that. See, this is
I'm so nervous.
right. I am too. I'm looking like real time. This is real time, so we're gonna see what he said. Dude, I'm not gonna curse. But
You
I
can.
should have known he was gonna be this sweet about it. He said, I'm gonna try to hold it up so the viewers can see. He said, everything.
Aww. We did talk about that.
Yes, we did.
That's really
So,
cute.
Yeah.
That's really sweet. Aw.
He's
Okay.
winning fiance points, but he's not winning me points. So
Yeah.
Right.
Unfortunately, as nice and compassionate an answer as that is incorrect.
yes.
No
You
more.
guys,
I'm kidding.
moment of
Let's see,
truth.
Haley. Let's see.
He said my looks.
Oh, they both failed us, Haley. What?
Yeah.
He's a liar. He is a liar.
Should
I'm
we
sorry.
take a
I
moment of
cannot,
silence?
I mean, he
in good
kinda
faith,
said-
award a point for that.
Can I get
Maybe
half
he
a
was-
point? They're part of my look.
Maybe he was trying to make it like kid friendly. He's like, oh,
I
like,
did tell
Christian
yeah,
works
I
at a
did tell him that
school,
we're
like, Carly
PG,
works at a
but
school. Yeah.
If we ever get onto Sesame Street, we need, we need to have it censored.
well,
I am the final ruling here. I can't give a point. I'm sorry, Haley.
It's okay.
Oh.
I'm
All
just
right.
gonna yell at him afterwards. Fine.
All right. So a 3-way tie at 5 points, and Carly now
Ooh.
had gotten back into the game. Only 1 point back at 4.
That's
Ooh.
right, sucker.
Close game. Anybody's
All right.
game.
So question number 7. Who said "I love you" first? I feel like this one shouldn't be hard, but maybe it will
Yep.
be.
Well, my memory sucks, but I'm pretty sure he did. So,
Okay.
All right.
I'm pretty sure I probably blabbed it first because I had filter or like chill. So it was probably. I can't. We'll see.
Nothing wrong with that. It was definitely me. And again, if he says it wasn't, he's a liar.
So I probably thought it first, but because I had never said it before, I waited for him. So he said it first.
Aw.
All right. And our answers are.
Oh, yeah. We have those.
I love how dramatic Carly is every time.
I know.
It's amazing.
It's like,
Drum roll.
okay, number 7. He says that he did.
Nice.
Nice.
Right.
All right, let's
So that's
see.
good.
4, 5, 6, 7. Candace first. So, wise me.
Hey,
Whoop, whoop.
point.
Good job.
And he said me.
All right.
And Jed said her. So
Oh.
he
Oh.
was wrong.
Right?
I
Can we
did not
take
say
a point
it first.
from him?
Well,
It's not his
chalk that up
fault.
to bad memory.
Right.
Really mad at him twice in a row now.
Right. Jed's at -2.
Yeah. Thanks, Jed. It's all right. Me and Carly holding up the rear together.
There we go.
Yes.
All right. So, question number 8. If the two of you went on a double date with another couple, who would your husband want to go out with?
Like a celebrity couple.
I mean, if that's something
That'd be a
I
cool
didn't-
one.
before, then yeah.
I did it friends, but I mean, who knows?
I mean, if the answers match, then they match.
Mm-hmm.
So are we? We're not answering like
Yes.
celebrity couple. It's real life, right?
What you
Real
think you would
life is-
answer?
Yeah. I mean, I
Let's
did
just
real life,
add it.
but
I wonder who Elizabeth Olsen and I would go on a double.
That's
I just got really-
fantasyception.
I just got really sweaty because now I don't know.
Whatever you think.
would you like to go
would
the
answer.
opposite way? I can go first.
Yeah. If you, well, no. I don't want to mess up. We have a flow. I'm just gonna commit and go. So most of our friends don't live in the same city we live in. Okay. I'm talking this aloud because my hands are sweaty. So the only friends that we ever really get to see, like, besides like my friends, or like when it comes to like people that we've gone on dates, like double dates with, are people that are like in his entertainment circle, like his all different like mascot buddies. So I'm gonna say, I don't know if he's outed himself. A couple that is a professional mascot couple that we go out with often. I don't know if they've publicly released his name, so I'm not
Yeah.
gonna.
You don't have
We'll
to do that.
trust
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
But
we'll
there-
trust
yeah.
you to say it.
There is a mascot couple. There's a couple of mascot couples, but there's one in particular that we go out with often, that we've gone to their house twice now for dinner. And so I'm gonna say that mascot couple
Okay.
and go with that.
I'm super interested. Well,
If my husband messes this up for me, I'm so mad. Okay, I don't know. Other than that, I'm lost.
I'm excited for Candy's answer now.
I know.
We talk about like celebrity couple, like this one celebrity couple that we like really would just like really want to be friends with because he has kids like the same age as us, and he's like, we're huge into like him as a person. He's like super rad, but like, are we talking? I don't know if he's gonna answer like a real life couple because if it's real
Yeah.
life couple, then it's his brother and his boyfriend Joel, because those are the people we go out with the most, because, or we don't because they're the ones babysitting. I'm gonna go. I think he's gonna do this. It's like literally like every other day. We're just like, oh, how's he doing? Like, are we going out with him soon? Like, best friends with him? Can we just be best friends? I'm gonna say Lin-Manuel Miranda and his wife, because
Oh, I love Lin-Manuel
in this
Miranda.
family, and I am like, I just love that person. I think he needs to be protected at all costs.
Yes.
And Lin-Manuel, if you were watching this, honey, hit me up. We are ready to go.
Did you see that Hamilton's gonna be on like a streaming
Yes.
platform this summer?
I
Disney
didn't.
Plus.
What? Are you joking?
July 3rd. July 3rd, Disney Plus. I saw it
I
in
got
Boston.
too
though.
excited.
Yeah.
Oh my
no,
gosh,
Disney
I
Plus.
want to go so bad.
I am all over that. Like,
I'm a little envious, Candy, because I I can't even tell you how badly I want to go see that. That's so exciting for me. Y'all just made my day. No.
The day after we moved to Boston, or like the week after we moved to Boston, we got to see it. We got to see him. So I was super stoked. I didn't get to see him, but like as well. But I'm gonna say he's gonna do that because that's been like our thing. Like,
okay.
I'm rooting for you.
Right? No, that'll be really cool if it's true. I
know.
I don't think mine's right.
Well, like Heater and I lately have like we spent a lot of time with his mom and dad, but I don't know if he would think of that as like a double date situation.
That's cute.
So I'm gonna say our friend Doherty and I also call him by his last name. But Doherty and his wife Leticia is who I'm gonna say.
Cool, fun name.
So since it's of his choosing and not mine, it's not Christian and Heater, sorry. I think that he would pick John and Sydney. John and him are pretty good friends, so.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to double date with y'all, so
yeah,
for the record.
There we go.
It'd be really fun if all of us went on a date because like Heater and Jed wouldn't talk, and I feel like the three of us and Jeremy would be having conversations, and the other two would sit off in the corner.
Well, we're going to the Catalina wine mixer, right?
Yes.
True. Take the boys.
Haley and I'll have to be each other's dates, I'm sure.
For the record, celebrity couples. I mean, I think that Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds would be a great couple for any of you.
Yes.
They seem like they're a lot of fun.
True.
Carly's
Kristen and Dax.
Oh, them too.
Chrissy Teigen and John Legend.
Yeah.
Oh, just keep it rolling. That's a good one though.
She went private on Twitter recently. I don't know why.
I know. She went off. She was being bullied. She's
Bullying, never good.
Stupid.
I know.
Stupid keyboard warriors.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's reveal our answers. I'm super
nervous.
excited about Carly's answer here. I'm very intrigued.
Hello.
I'm just not gonna. Okay, what's number 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
so nervous. Okay. He said mascot buds. I'll show you. Hold on. I don't know if I can show you with all of the lines. I don't know if I could do it in a way that's like.
Just showing it.
Can you see that?
Yes. Mascot buds.
Mascot
nice.
buds.
Yes.
Does that count?
That counts.
Yeah, it's gonna count.
Okay, my turn.
What you said. Yeah.
I'm excited for candies.
Wait, hold on.
It better be a celebrity couple or I'm riding.
LMM and Vanessa. So that's Lemon Mouth.
Yeah! Look at you!
Look at that.
I love us. I love us.
That's amazing.
That's great.
So happy.
That is the best. That made my day.
When that happens.
Oh. Or like they're gonna be like, "Are you recording this?" No, I'm not. And Heater said Doherty and Leticia, so yay!
All right.
Good job. All right. Jed said John and Sydney.
Woo!
He
Clean sweep,
redeemed
guys.
himself. Redeemed himself a little bit.
Right?
Tiny bit. This much.
That's very impressive that we got a clean sweep on that question. That was
I know. It's a difficult one. Sorry, guys.
Well, I think at this point, though, we all have our established people. So I think we're just answering honestly of like, well, these are the people that we typically double date with or that we want to.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Very much want again.
I'm proud of all of us. Go us.
Yeah.
shout out to Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. I'll just third wheel with you guys.
Okay.
Tell me the name of the restaurant. I'll sit at a different table. I don't have to be part of it.
Right? Just tell me where you're gonna be.
And we can double date that way.
Hey, there you go.
I'm cool with that.
Just saying.
All right. Question number 9. Would your husband rather wear a suit and tie or jeans and t-shirt?
This is hard. My husband likes to get dressed up, but on normal days he wears basketball shorts, and like he would probably choose jeans and a t-shirt for sure over a suit, like for a comfort. Like, would you rather wear this? So I'm gonna confidently answer jeans and a t-shirt and hope for the best.
Confident.
Right, exactly.
Well, because
Yeah, I get it.
I think he would rather just wear boxers around the house, but that's not an option. So jeans and a tee. That's fine.
I'm gonna say jeans and a tee for sure because he does not get dressed up. He wears suits for work, but that's because he has to. But when he gets dressed up, it's basically jeans and a tee anyways. So
Right.
yeah, I mean, I think like shorts would probably be like basketball shorts and a t-shirt would probably be more correct answer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go jeans and tee also. Heater only gets dressed up for special occasions.
I also said jeans and a t-shirt because if you know my husband, he has more t-shirts than I have clothes. So
It's accurate about my husband too. Odd.
yeah. If he didn't say that, I'll take this from Christian. If he did not say jeans and a t-shirt, he is a liar.
All right,
Okay.
let's reveal our answers.
I really hope I got this right. Okay, number 9.
Yes.
Number 9.
Okay. Jeans and a tee.
Yep. All right.
But
Nice.
that's not a surprise. If he said suit, I would have lost my mind.
suits are uncomfortable. Like I don't know.
They're terribly uncomfortable for
A
sure.
tie, like, I don't. Jeans and a tee, and I wasn't even nervous about that one. So
Yeah, me either. Yep, jeans and a tee. Jed's gonna
job,
surprise
guys.
us all.
Jed better not. Look, he wears really nice clothes to work every day, and he looks so good in them. And I know he loves them, but okay. He said jeans and a tee good. Okay. I was like,
She's like,
make myself
Haley's
nervous.
like, I'm gonna be right back.
I'm gonna go yell at him. No, we're good. He said it.
All right. So very impressive. Carly and Haley both at 7 out of 9. Candy and Christian both at 8 out of 9. It's very
Hey.
impressive performances so far. Question number 10. My significant other is really good at blank, but blank not so much.
Oh, that's another hard one now.
This is gonna get me in trouble.
This could get
Yeah.
personal.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna. I know I'm solid on my answer. I don't know if it's what he said, but it's true. All I can offer is the truth. Okay, people. Okay. So my significant other is really good at cooking, but cleaning not so much.
Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
I'm nervous that he's gonna get upset about that. But
Candy and I are like, crap, we should have written these down.
Give me a second. All right. So
no, you're good. Take your
it's
time.
cleaning, but I don't think he's gonna admit that. What would he put? What would I put versus what would he put? So he went to school for like a million years. He's really good at like writing, and he's really good at like memorizing stuff. And like he got a full scholarship to law school, and he like
Nice.
Oh, impressive.
He's smart.
he's really freaking smart. So he's good at being like smart.
My significant other is really good at being smart.
And not so good at being dumb.
Knows it, so I don't guess he's gonna put like that. Like
Okay.
he's yeah. I mean, going Alexander Hamilton, he's like the smartest.
Yes. We've made a new connection and I love it. 11 years, guys, I literally have no idea what he would think I would say. I legitimately have no idea. I think he's one of those people that can be good at anything he puts his mind to, but I don't think he's gonna put that. So I'm gonna say, out on a limb, and I'm probably gonna be wrong, he's really good at video games and really bad at, I don't know if he can hear me or not, but but not so great at following through when he says he's gonna like do the dishes. I don't. I'm not sure.
It's a man thing.
It's
We had
annoying.
this discussion.
I see the pattern.
I think it'd be interesting, Christian. I think he might put he's really good at his job. So
Maybe
I'm
that's
interested
true.
to see what he puts, but
I'm getting this one wrong. Like I'm.
you might not. I don't know. So me and Carly are twins. I put that he is really good at cooking, but cleaning, not so much.
Aw.
I laughed when Carly said it because I was like, "Oh, Haley and I said that was gonna be a joke."
Yeah, I really don't know. Because, I mean, he might say that he's good at dancing, which is also not a lie. I don't know. We will see what
We're
he
about
says.
to find out.
All right. So for the 10th and final question of the ladies round, let's reveal our answers. Drum roll.
Ready. I'm kidding. Okay. He said, caring, but not so much at showing sympathy. Okay, well,
Aren't those very
he's
similar?
he's right. We actually had a conversation about this recently because he's a very problem-solving person. So if I'm like, oh, this is happening, he's like, cool, well, do this, this, and this, like, right on. And I'm like, I don't need you to fix it. I just need you to be with me with it. And so we just talked about this, and so I think he's like, I'm a good husband. I know the answer. Like, and he's right, but like, meh. So no points for us, but I love him.
We like to solve problems.
Yes,
I know,
that's true.
and that's
You
not a bad
do.
thing.
Men do.
It's so not a bad thing at all. But like, there's certain times when it's like if I'm not feeling well and he's like,
Right.
all right, go to the doctor. I'm like, I just want you to say, oh, I'm sorry. Let me just
let me take care of
there's
you. Yeah.
there's certain times I would rather you just be, different. Like you don't have to fix me right away. You can take your time. Anyway, he's
This
so
is
precious, you guys.
From taking notes.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the gals probably know what I'm talking about. But Mark, like,
Yes.
basically, like, you want them, of course, to help you solve problems, but like, it's more about how you go about solving it. Like, it's very different to say, okay, well, take a pill and go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Or to say, oh, I'm so sorry you're not feeling well. Let me make you some soup. Have you thought about calling your doctor? Can I call your doctor for you? Like, two completely different conversations.
Emotional versus practical.
Right.
So we try to solve the problem like 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
I like
So-
that.
Just ask, like, what do you want me to do? It's like, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Or he'll say,
You're supposed to know.
or he'll say, well, what do you want to do?
Yes.
I don't know. Everything hurts and I'm tired. I don't know what He's so cute. Okay. Go ahead.
All right. I'm a little nervous on this one. 10, right? The last one. He said school and cooking. So he got cooking right. Told you it's going to be something to do with smart. So he said,
Yeah.
I thought he was going to be a lifetime student for the longest time. It was just like our whole relationship. He's been in school. This is the first time he's had a job, like, because he's been in school. So it makes sense.
Okay.
Mark, are we counting this question as 2 points or 1? So could she get like 1 point for cooking?
I'm giving a half point. It's going to be a
A
one.
half.
Half point. Okay. Okay. That works.
That's fair. Let's see together, guys. Oh, okay. So I don't know if he can hear me or not, but he thought what I was good at and what I'm not good at. So are you guys okay with me reading it anyways?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Haley will be able to help attest to this. He said that I am good at writing. I am a writer.
Very,
but I am
very good.
not good at finishing stories. So
Correct.
he is 100% correct.
I beg
in that.
I beg her to finish them because they're so good, and then she just like leaves you hanging. You're like, what happens next?
That's sweet. But yes, he is 100% right. Just question confused him.
All right, so Jed said, he said his job. I knew
Okay.
it, but he did say that cleaning was not so much, so he got half of it, right?
Okay. So half a point?
I was just thinking in my head, I probably should have picked his job because he's so excited to be a detective now, but that's all right. Half a point still. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So we actually got some actual separation there on that final question. So
Right.
standings after the ladies round, Candy at 8.5, is
Hey.
Peter, followed by Christian at 8, Haley at 7.5, and Carly at 7.
Ooh, close race.
It was pretty close.
I
I think I think for all of us, like, I think the cool thing is that regardless of what they answered, like, at least we know our partners to where, like, everything that they
Yes.
answered is true, everything we said is true.
Yeah.
just not-
That's true. So for the guys round, are we doing it the opposite? We're reading their answers right first, and then
Yes.
And then
seeing if
ours?
our answers match. Okay. I wanna make
You
sure I
are the
was
one
ready
who
for that.
designed the game, so I'm gonna go with you on that one.
Sorry. Yeah, because it was like that's their round, and then we're trying to match them. So I guess we'll read theirs first.
Perfect. All right. So, gentlemen, round 1. I will read the question. When it
I'm gonna
comes
get this one wrong.
to shoes, would you say she prefers heels, flats, sandals, or sneakers? All right. What are the difference between flats and sandals?
So
Flats
a
are
flat-
like
so-
business shoes.
or if you think of like a
Uh,
loafer, you've seen like a loafer before, right? So like, are
I
you not
wear
talking about like a
loafers.
slip-on?
That was
so
such a
that, like,
perfect guy question,
women-
though.
Yeah.
It
Women
is.
like women have shoes like that too. That's considered a flat versus like a sandal, which would be like your toes are exposed.
Flip flop.
like
Yeah.
sneaker, which is obviously like
Yeah.
activewear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Hope that
I've
helps.
seen them before. I just didn't know
So
what they were called.
I do have one clarification question before I go though. Like, this would be the ultimate honor system if we read the guys' answers first, because
Yeah, let's do
Oh,
our
that's true.
you know what I
Let's
mean.
do our
So
answers.
I feel like we should still read our answers first, and then we'll see what the guys put.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that way we can
Just,
see the rest.
I mean, I know that we're all honest, but for our viewers who are going to be like, yeah, right. I want y'all to know we are honest women.
Yeah.
We are.
There we go. All
Okay.
right. Should we go in reverse order this time? Maybe switch it up.
Sure. Ooh.
All right. Haley, you are first.
Okay, so I wear all of the above, but I own a lot of heels, and I always tell him that I like wish I could wear them more. So, and my dream shoes are the red bottoms Louboutins, so I put down heels.
All right. Let's reveal
Okay.
the.
Are we revealing it right away?
I think
I
so.
can do that. Okay.
Yes, I think it's a good idea.
This could go anyway, guys. He said heels.
All
Yay!
right.
Nice.
Good job, Jen.
So I'm gonna say tennis shoes. I live in active wear lately, so I'm gonna say sneakers. Ready? Sneakers. All right, we're good.
All right.
I hope he doesn't say sneakers because I love Converse and I'm like a Converse person, but like
Mhm.
I'm a beach person, so I'm in like shorts and a tank top and sandals. Like that, 90% of my outfits are just that. So I'm gonna say sandals. He might say sneakers. We'll see. He said
Fingers
sandals.
crossed.
Nice.
Yay!
Right.
This is hard. So I'm gonna say the majority of shoes that I would wear on a daily basis would be some sort of flat. I mean, I do like to wear sneakers too, and like I wear these flat sneakers that are like, you know, the style, like it's like a flat, but it's like a sneaker.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna count that as a flat, I guess. I basically just wear flats pretty exclusively. I don't really wear and I don't like to wear sandals that much, only because I don't know if I should even share this. This is probably an overshare. But my hands and feet get sweaty often. I don't know why. Just like my whole life I've had sweaty hands and sweaty feet often. I should probably get that checked out. But wearing sandals is like not very comfortable for me because my feet like will slip and slide in them because I get sweaty feet. It's so cute. I know. So I guess I'm gonna say flats. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
that's number 1 on this side. Okay. And I'm
So,
revealing it, right? Right
Yes.
now? Yeah. Okay. So, yes, he said flats.
Yay!
He knows me.
Good job, boys.
I'm always
Good job,
short.
boys.
No
All
heels
right.
for me.
Number 2. Oh, what is the name of her favorite
This
store?
is hard.
No, if Jed does not get this right, then I'm gonna go out there and like talk to him real quick. come back.
Stern
So
talking to.
I wish I could show you, but I'm on my phone, so I can't show you. I literally put in my phone that Ross opens up on Wednesday in Texas, and May takes the day to go to Ross. So I put Ross down. Let's see how well he knows me.
They're having mega sales when they open too.
Ooh, Candy's a fellow Ross girl. Yes.
Gonna be at the door before they open, sitting in my lawn chair. And he said, Ross. He's still lucky to be alive.
He knows.
Job, Jen. He knows.
See,
my obsession.
So one of the things Haley and I do is go and shop together. So
all the time.
He might say Ross, but I'm gonna go with Sephora.
I was thinking that for you too.
Dang it! He said Ross.
No.
It's a good answer too.
It is good. I would have said Sephora for you, so I would have got it right.
Yeah.
Wifey.
Wifey gets a point.
Right.
So this one's like super hard for us because I don't shop. Like I'm not a huge shopper. I'm not somebody who goes out and like just buys a lot of clothes. When I guess like he's seen me go to like Charlotte Russe a lot, but that's clothes. But I don't think he knows that. I don't know. It's either that or like Sephora.
Hey.
I Amazon shop a lot of the time, but I like love rompers, and like Charlotte Russe always had like the best rompers for like summer because like it was like the least like maintenance outfit you can get. So I'm gonna try Charlotte Russe, and hopefully he doesn't know it's clothes or he wrote it in. All right, let's see. Charlotte Russe.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow. That's
I betrayed myself answering Sephora.
What Sephora was. So.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, yeah. Okay. So this is hard too because I don't really shop that much either. But I'm not gonna overthink this one. Whenever I do shop often, I still really love to shop at Forever 21 for clothes. And the last 3 places that I've gone recently, like online or whatever, has been Forever 21. So I'm going to say Forever 21 and hope that he's not putting my favorite candle store that I frequent. Because I also am obsessed with candles.
Obsession, though.
I'm obsessed with candles, and I like all the candle stores, but particularly like Yankee Candle and Bath and Body Works. But I don't think I don't know. Like I'm gonna go with Forever 21 just because I don't know if he's gonna be thinking clothes or accessories. So let's hope I don't regret this. So Forever 21. And it's number 2. Forever 21.
Nice.
All right.
Don't make fun of me. I know I'm 28. I can still shop there.
Hey, the name is Forever
I do
21.
too.
It's
There
okay.
you go.
I do too.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, they have like
Just a number.
sales.
that's right.
Yes.
For the record, I actually enjoy Yankee Candle quite a bit.
See, it's a soothing place.
I like my place to smell nice, you know?
Thank you for
There you go.
understanding.
Question number 3. Finish this sentence. My significant other's biggest fear is blank.
Biggest what?
Fear.
Biggest fear.
Biggest
Okay.
fear.
So I don't think he's going to get this one right, but he should. I know Christian would know it. My biggest fear is snakes. Probably irrational because I don't really know why, but I can't even be like near a dead one probably. And when I was living at Carly's house, I was like trapped, or her mom's house. I was like trapped on the porch one time because there was a snake on the stairs. And I just,
there you go. I'm not leaving.
yeah.
That's
So I said snakes, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's find out. What does he think I'm afraid of? He put death.
I mean, that's a good one to be afraid of.
It is fair because my health has been such a major thing in the past 2 years. So I get that to an extent, but it honestly isn't even in my top 3 of fears. So
Is
But
birds
still
your
there.
number 2?
birds is number 2.
Birds.
Snakes and birds.
Birds eat snakes.
That's very nice of them. But a bird attacked my mom one time, and they fly at you and they poop on your cars, and they don't like them.
I mean, they're
But
sure. Yeah.
oh, maybe we would put death number 3. So at least he got number 3. We'll just.
Death
He
by
didn't win any points here, but
Right. I don't know if Heater's gonna go like the revealing route and like kind of just talk about like me and my like relationship fears, or if he's gonna go like things that I'm afraid of. So he's either gonna say like him cheating on me, or like snakes is another thing I'm very afraid of. So I don't know which one he's gonna do. I'm gonna say, crap, I'm gonna get this one wrong. I'm gonna go with him cheating on me, losing him. I'm gonna go with losing him. Final answer.
okay.
I don't know.
Reveal your answer, please.
Oh, okay. He went revealing, but not that one. He said my anxiety, which is a big thing for me. So, correct.
Yeah.
Just not.
He still knows you really well. Yeah.
Yes. I just outed myself about my big relationship fears. Welcome to my
That's
life.
okay. This is a safe room.
Yes.
What do you all see on a regular basis?
Yeah.
How many snakes? We live in Texas, Mark.
Yeah. Snakes
We
are
see
a frequent.
snakes.
They're
Huh?
they're a frequent wildlife buddy.
Thing for us, yeah.
Ah, okay.
All right. Yeah.
Pretty
Let me just tell
common
you,
occurrence.
we had pest control out at one of our offsite evidence facilities, and me and my boss went running and screaming because a garden snake was inside the facility with us. So
Yes.
Yeah.
that's how far my fear goes.
I will say the majority, Mark, of snakes that we do see are typically harmless snakes, but there are
Yeah.
there are some harmful, like poisonous, deadly snakes in our
Rattlesnakes.
area. Several.
Yeah.
So
Sounds exciting.
yeah.
Good old Texas.
Yay, Texas.
Right?
All right. So I also don't know if he's gonna go super revealing and just do all like my fear of like abandonment issues. I hope he doesn't. Because I'm mad at him if he does, even though I just did it, but it's different because I did it. I'm gonna say height because this man can't even go on a roller coaster with me because I don't do heights. I like if I'm standing on a chair, that is too much. Like I need somebody
That's it.
holding me and like getting down is not like no. It's my fear of heights is like beyond ridiculous. Like I can't do it like at all. So I'm gonna say height.
All right.
And then hope he doesn't like completely just go into my psychological. We'll see. He said heights.
All right. There you
Good
go.
job.
He can't go on a roller coaster, and it's like a point of contention in our relationship. So you better.
That's okay. Heater tried to get me to go on a roller coaster, and I literally almost cried and hyperventilated when we were sitting in the seats, like about to go. So I feel you, Candy. I'm there.
I don't get on them either.
Yeah, no, I've been in the line, and I'll be in the line, and I'll just be like hyperventilating, and like my anxiety killing me. And I'm like, I'm gonna do it, and I'll back out like as we're getting on. Like Disney, we go to Disneyland, and I'm like looking. I'm like, is there a drop? Is there a drop? Is there a drop? I can't do it.
I'm not getting it right. I'm not getting it.
I'm like, they're like, it's Winnie the Pooh. I'm like, I don't care. Is there a drop?
If I'm going from here to here, it's too much.
Awesome. Sorry, there's a bug that keeps like I'm not okay. I don't want you to think that I'm like doing
I was
like
wondering.
there's like a little fly. Anyway, okay. So for mine, I have anxiety. So there's a lot of things that certain days are my biggest fear. But I'll say overall, my biggest fear is like death or illness for me or like someone I love. And that's probably just going to be true for like now. I just, I was with my mom when she had a heart attack last year. And so like I have a lot of trauma from that. And I've been going through my own health issues, of course, and then, you know, just learning like genetically about like my heart and like, you know, just that I don't have the best bill of health either from a genetic standpoint. So I've been really, really super hyper anxious lately about like dying and being sick and like just like my body and or like that my mom's gonna die or that, you know, so like that. It's kind of heavy, but it's my deepest fear. It's like my biggest fear. But
Yeah.
I'm also like deathly afraid of bees too. So like I don't know which direction
He's gonna go.
with this. Because I also I'll run away from any flying thing that stings. I don't kill honeybees. I don't believe in that. They're very good for our environment.
Yay, Carly.
Yeah, but you know, I don't like them. They're apparently friendly, but I've been stung by honeybees, like for sure honeybees, several times for like breathing next to them. No. So, but I'm gonna stick with my existential fears and hope that he goes there with me. It's number 3, yeah.
Yep.
It's hard because you don't see the numbers on this side of the paper, so I have to like count boxes. But he said losing a parent / death. He knows
That counts.
So he knows you, yeah.
Yeah. That's my biggest fear.
Good job, Jed. Getting it wrong.
Aw, Jed.
Just kidding.
All right.
But-
So give everyone a refresh on where we stand after 13 questions total. Candy running away with it at 11 and a half.
Woo.
Carly second with 10. Haley at 9 and a half. Christian with 9.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
I know we started out so great.
Right?
You
There's-
know too much. There's too many answers.
There's 7
Maybe.
questions. There's plenty of
Almost knocked my table over. I'm really bad, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not.
I'm
sure
really
what I'll
nervous about
say.
some of these questions, though.
Yeah.
So
I am
don't
too.
have a
I'm
whole lot
like
of faith.
sweating about it.
All right, gentlemen round question number 4. Is your significant other always late, always early, or always right on time?
So I know that I'm always early, but I don't know if he knows that. So that's what made this one confusing. Is it's like he's saying if I'm early, on time, or late. But I'm gonna go with always early because I am, and just hope that he put the same. I'm going out.
Let's see.
Oh,
I'm always late.
Oh,
I'm literally never late. Like Christian knows. I'm like 5-15 minutes early to everything.
yes. She beat me to my own house yesterday.
see? That's
Completely
I'm
wrong.
sorry.
He's at like -5 points now.
In case anyone was keeping track.
Haley has lost steam on the gentleman round.
Right?
Yeah, I'm screwed now.
So I have a family curse that we're all always late. So I'm going to confidently go with always late. And he said late, comma, LOL.
He's trying to be gentle about it.
Right. We know it's fine.
Love it.
I feel like out of the 3 options, always being on time is the least likely. I feel like
Probably.
you're either going to be on the early side or the late side. I feel like people don't show up things on time. That's weird.
I feel like Candy might object.
Yeah, no, speaking on that, you said that one because now there's a difference here. Now, if it's me, I'm going to be on time. If it's like because of him, we're going to be late. So if I'm going with him, we're going to be late, and it's going to be because of him. Because he's like, oh, we have plenty of time. We don't. But I'm also not going to be early because I will sit in the car until it is time to go in. And this person, I want to be like 5 minutes like late, but like not like I want to be no more than 5 minutes late. I'm going to be late, and I don't want to be more than like a minute early. So I'm patiently waiting in my car until it's time to go in. Like,
I love that.
and if it's an interview, you know, where you're supposed to be like 10 minutes early, I will be in the car early, waiting until it's an appropriate amount of time to be early. Like, early. So I am an on-time person.
I love that.
Just want to go in. I'm like, no. we can't. No. Like,
it is 63 seconds before we're supposed to be here. Can't do it.
it'll turn. I'd be like, 7, and he's like, okay, are we ready? I'm like, it just turned 7, and like, we need to like unbuckle and get out now. He's like, we've been sitting here the whole time, and now you're rushing me out of the car. I'm like, and it's been like a little weird because obviously we have 2 kids, and it's a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old, so like meeting at time has been a little bit.
Nothing happens quick. Yeah.
And if he doesn't stay on time, we're gonna have words. Because
Oh yeah, me and my husband are having words after this on this question.
Right. Wait, what number was this? Oh, right on time. Not on time, but right on time.
Right on time.
Good job.
Love that. I'm gonna say early. Like I try to be early to everything I go to. Occasionally I'm late because I'm a human, but like I'd say 8 times out of 10 I'm early. I hope that he agrees. I'm a responsible adult. I don't know.
Maybe.
So my official answer is early. Let's see what he says. Okay. Trying to figure out. I'm just gonna go straight across from what number is it?
4.
Number 4.
4.
Okay.
4.
So he said early.
Nice.
Good job.
So
I need to ask Jed why he thinks I'm always late.
All right. Question
not nice.
number 5. What was your significant other wearing on your first date with her?
I will be surprised if these boys get this right, but
This is a trap question. This is a trap.
so I thought about being like super descriptive at first, and I was like, no, this is us trying to match them. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put a dress because I was wearing a dress. So I went to a couple bars and hung out, and so let's see. I don't honestly, for real, do not know what that dress looked like though. That was 6 years ago. A dress.
Okay.
Good job, Jed.
Redeem himself a tiny bit.
Right? See, so yeah. First of all, I don't even remember our first date. If he remembers it, I'll be impressed. So I have no idea. And I'm going to say that he doesn't know. If I feel like I'm the one that's in the doghouse if he knows this and I don't. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to show this one to you guys because he said clothes. Hold on, let me cover it up. He said clothes, question mark.
Mark, does that count as an I don't know? I mean,
Listen,
question mark.
By its nature, putting a question mark at the end of something denotes that you don't know. I'm awarding a point.
Correct.
All right.
Okay, good job.
That's fantastic.
If that doesn't show you what kind of person he is. Clothes, question mark?
Like, were you not wearing clothes?
Like, was that the naked date or was that a different one? I don't know.
Right.
That was later on.
Right.
All right. So we actually had to ask ourselves what was our first date because I don't know his answer, but he was like, what do you count as our first date? And I was like, I don't know. So I think we decided on the Book of Mormon, which was like the first time we went out. Like, that wasn't just like chilling at school. So like, I don't know if I know what I wore. I think I wore a lace dress to that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because we drove 2 hours. So I remember changing. So I don't know. I was going to wear a outfit like for 2-hour like car ride.
Right.
But I definitely, no, I think he's going to say a dress. I don't think he knows it was what it was. But either that, it's going to be like shorts and a t-shirt. Like, no. He put a black dress question mark. So does the question mark mean if it means he doesn't know?
Mark?
And it's not even a normal question mark. Like, it's like he scribbled out the question mark.
Ooh, okay. This is interesting. Can I see the question mark?
Let's see.
Further over.
Right there. Just
I
hold it
see.
there.
That's
What is it?
Mark.
He was wrestling with himself.
The word dress is in there.
I think that he got rid of that question mark.
Yeah.
He said, no, I'm confident.
I'm gonna award a point.
Okay, cool. I agree.
I agree.
I need to ask more. I feel like, all right, I'm taking notes on what I need to talk to.
We're gonna have lengthy discussions with our significant others after this.
Yeah,
Right.
we need to
That's the
debrief.
best.
Please record those as well. I'd like to hear them.
Oh my gosh.
Right. Bonus episode.
Yikes.
Right.
Yikes. Okay, so I wore a dress. I'll see what he said. It's number 5.
Yes.
Yes.
He put a Calvin Klein dress.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Calvin
He
Klein.
knows that because I wrote a song for him about
Oh.
us. And the opening line is, I wore a printed dress from Calvin Klein.
Aw.
Cute.
So-
Look how adorable.
I didn't know he would remember that, though. So that's
You know
why.
what? For that
Adorable.
level of detail, I'm gonna award an extra half point.
I
Ooh.
Thank
Oh,
you.
fair.
Yeah.
I'll take it. But
Extra
yeah,
half
No.
point. All right.
I'm flattered that he knew
There's
that.
no question mark in yours, so.
I know.
No
Right?
question. Yeah.
Calvin Klein dress. Next question.
All right. So, after the first half of the gentleman's round, here is where we stand. Candy continues to be on fire, 13 and a half out of 15,
Ooh.
followed by Carly with 12 and a half,
Ooh,
Christian with
tight
11,
game.
and Haley at 10 and a half.
Thanks,
So
Jen.
time's running out for you to make a comeback, Haley.
Yeah, I don't foresee it happening with some of these questions, but it's okay. It's a fun game. So.
It is a fun game.
It is.
My
This
cheeks
might
hurt from
be
smiling.
the most controversial question that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
This is gonna cause World War III.
Lots of fights are gonna happen.
Question number 6. When it comes to replacing the toilet paper roll, should the paper go over or under?
Oh my gosh.
I struggled with this because some people do not replace the toilet paper roll. They just put it on the counter next to them. And we've never had the conversation of which way it should go.
Is he gonna be embarrassed that you
So-
said this?
I don't care. He said I was always late. I
Revenge.
put over. So let's find out. Over, you heathen, is exactly what it says. So at least I picked the right one. Okay.
Yes.
At
Over, you
least
heathen.
He is very passionate about his convictions.
Apparently. Now, babe, put it back on the roll next
He
time.
just
Thank you.
doesn't have the next step where you feel the passion and now
Right.
you have to move to action.
Mhm.
Two-parter.
Right. You can use this
Thank
against him in the
you.
future.
Yes.
Call him a heathen.
Yeah. He's gonna get
So, Heater and I used to work at the same car wash, and he would get upset when people did not put it the correct way. So I'm
Really?
going over the top. Let's see.
I worked at that car
Over.
wash too.
Yes, she did. He did say over.
All right.
Yay.
Dang. So
That's
I'm
2 for
sorry.
over
I need
now.
to, like, he would get mad at, like, people, like, strangers?
Fellow workers.
Or you
No,
mean
like-
workers?
He was an assistant manager for a little bit, and he'd come home and be like, "Who puts the toilet paper the other way? It goes over. That's the only way to put your toilet paper."
I see.
When they had to replace the bathroom toilet paper. Yeah.
I was envisioning, like, I don't know, like, a person coming in, and then he's like, "Excuse me, sir." I'm like, "Oh my god."
Do you know how you put your No, and I think one time in our whole relationship I flipped it over the other way, and he made sure to let me know about it, you know. So
Yeah,
You heathen.
right.
I'm gonna move this. Yeah. That's funny though.
Well, I feel like I'm gonna out myself here, but I like it under.
What?
Interesting.
I respect that about you.
You're a heathen.
I know. I was like, do I say this? Do I change?
Is there a reason? Can I just ask?
We
Like,
have
is
Be
there-
yourself, Candy. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
to the point where like this? We have had fights where we'll change it the other way. On the other. So he likes the over. Like we have talked about this, but I like it. Yeah, like it was like, oh, who won the toilet paper this time? Like,
That's kind of funny.
yeah, we had a rule where you couldn't change it once it was on. So if you won, then you got to, like, if you got the last of the toilet paper and you were the one to replace it, you got to have it your way. So, you know,
Nice.
Look at y'all making it work.
Yeah.
Right?
That's why they're still together.
Fun times at your house.
Let's see what he said. He said, M says over, C says under. So Michael says over, Candace says under, because I don't think he knew.
Look at him. Super specific. Like it.
I wonder if that was him knowing or if him being like, but over is the right one.
There are prints on toilet paper, and the original correct way is over. Like the person who invented toilet paper is over. I refuse to admit it.
I respect you. I honestly don't care.
Okay.
I really don't. Like, I don't, like, if I see it, I'm like, cool, toilet paper.
Thank you for
I usually will put it on over. Like, that's over is the way it goes. But, like, he and I have never had a fight about that. Like, we both put it over the same way. And, like, if you put it the other way, okay. Yeah. I think, honestly, my biggest pet peeve about the toilet paper situation is that the toilet paper rolls now that are, like, the more, like, the value, bigger, puffy rolls, they're so big that they do fit, but they can't spin. Like, you go to take the toilet.
You have to grab, like, one sheet at a time.
And it's just, like, because it's stuck against the friction of the wall. Anyway.
Yes.
That's my pet peeve with it, but I don't really care either way. But I guess if I had to pick, I would say over, because it just feels easier. But, like, I've never switched it from over whenever it was under. So
you're trying to guess what he said.
Sorry, y'all.
Okay, that is true. I'm trying to guess what he says, but I don't know. He's so chill about it too. I don't think he cares very much, but he does put it on over. So I'm gonna say over. Over.
Okay.
But,
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So number 6. Doesn't matter / over.
Oh, look at you.
Perfect.
There we go.
Perfect.
Mark, are you an over or an under dude?
I need to know, Mark.
This is interesting
So
because
you put it back on the roll first.
I have 2 bathrooms at my house. One that's like directly inside my bedroom, and then one that is like technically the guest bathroom, like in the hallway. So if I'm, in the living room like I am now, sometimes I'll go to the guest bathroom if that's closer. One of them, I noticed the other day, one of them is under. The toilet paper and the toilet paper in my other bedroom is over. So apparently I'm not as strict about it as I thought, but I believe that I'm an over person. But maybe
That's
not.
Funny.
I like your honesty, Mark.
Question number 7. If your significant other is texting someone, who is she most likely to text?
So I put Christian for this one. Well, let's see who he thinks I'm texting.
Okay.
Christian.
He knows you, and I would put you. And let's see. Oh, look how well he knows me, guys. Okay, so in my phone, I have a group message with Haley and our other best friend Melanie, and it's titled "My Ladies," and he put "My Ladies." So I don't know, Mark.
Nice.
I'm in Haley's half of
Haley's
that group,
in the group.
I think I have to award an extra half point for the detail again.
Okay,
I agree
I'll
with
take
this.
It is
I
called
agree.
My Lady.
It is.
Perfection.
So I don't text all that much. I am a Facebook Messenger a lot of times, Messenger on Twitter, but when I am texting, it's probably gonna be like Dream Ann or Kristen or both of them at the same time, like usually. So, and he knows that because I don't even text him back. Like, it's bad. Don't text.
Fine.
I will answer calls all day. I'm on video calls, like whatever. Like I am talking to somebody. It's usually like a video call or like Facebook Messenger. So like the only people I text are like G-Man and Kristen, and then like his family. But like, it's like never. Let's see what he says. Oh, he said G-Man.
There you go. All right.
Yes.
I thought he was gonna put both.
Love that. So for me, if it's
Serious.
I mean, I'm most likely texting my mom,
It's
but
adorable.
yeah. So I'm either gonna be texting my mom or like Haley, pretty much. I mean, I text other people, but like 9 times out of 10, when he's like, "Who are you texting?" It's
True.
usually like my mom or Haley, because I send Haley lots of TikToks and stuff. I'm the
Same.
obnoxious friend who does that.
I send them back though, and then we're also talking about Girls Pod a lot. So
Yeah. So those are pretty much the only people I talk to. Not really. I mean, I talk to other people, but like yeah. So I'm gonna say is that embarrassing? I'm close to my mom.
No.
So
no,
whatever.
it's
There's nothing wrong
adorable.
with
Your
that.
mom's amazing. I'm
She is
close to your
amazing.
mom.
I know my mom's amazing. So I'm gonna say my mom and Haley. We don't have a group message together, but
So,
Maybe you should.
maybe that's in your future.
maybe we should. Maybe
should
we
just
should.
like come up with something.
I know, because your mom messages me stuff for my health, and it's so adorable. And I love
Oh, she does. That's so
Yes.
cute. I didn't know that.
it.
See? Cute. Okay, so he's probably just gonna put I don't know. He might fail me here, but okay. It's number 7, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He put mom or Haley.
Nice. There
Very
you go.
unpredictable, but that's all I talk to.
I love it.
God.
All right. I'm doing an extra half point for dropping 2 different names.
All right.
Nice.
He's a smart man.
Yes.
All right.
Now I feel bad for getting more of his wrong because he's like Calvin Klein dress, Haley and mom. He knows.
Hey, you got that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but
All right. Question number 8. What is the one thing that your wife likes about herself?
Oh.
So yeah, I was like,
The
oh,
trap.
I don't know which one I should go with. I was like, I wish I could change like my weight, which I can. Like I can go work out, eat right, and all that. But I ended up putting that type 1 diabetes because it's the type of diabetes that you can't get rid of, and it controls my life. So if there was something I could change about myself, it was to not have that. I think that's something that he wishes I could get rid of too. So let's see what he put. Diabetes.
All right.
That's a good one.
We are in
all-
agreement with that.
Right. We
I
all wish you
wish-
could get rid of that one.
I want
Yeah.
to see a cure for type 1. I would love that.
Still hopeful.
I'm gonna go. Actually, I'm glad he answered this earlier because I don't know if I would have thought about it unless he answered it earlier. But I'm gonna go with my anxiety. Less anxiety. Yep. That's
Woo.
right.
Good job, boys. Good job.
I'm gonna go with my my CPTSD or my anxiety. Which one?
I feel like they are hand in hand, though. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that
I mean, you
they
could say both.
Yeah,
'Cause
like
he might
I
say
would give
both.
you a point if
It's either.
yeah,
however he
that's
refers
my
to it.
answer. Slash, because like they
Yeah.
are the same thing.
It's all mental health.
Yeah, they're not.
so
Yeah,
it's
they're
like-
not the same thing. But I feel like
Right.
they
He
could
might say
tag
both.
team off. Of
I
each
feel
other.
like, yeah.
My anxiety is like rooted in my CPTSD, so like it is very like together. Like they go together for me. Like they.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, oh, I don't know, like longer. All right, which one? Which one are you? Which one? Where are you?
Number 8.
He said less anxiety. So
There you go.
I love that.
yeah.
So yeah, I for sure am. Fear kind of, like not that it runs my life. I don't maybe want to say that, but it kind of in some ways does. I'm afraid of a lot of things now. I didn't always used to be that way, but so I think for me, that's what I would say, is that I would want to be more courageous and to not let fear run my life. I think he would agree. Like, I think he would want me to be more, have more courage and to not be afraid. Let's see what he said. I don't know. What number?
8.
Let's see. Be more fearless.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good job, boys.
See? Right?
Yeah. They know a lot.
Yeah. They know
They know.
those parts of it.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the dark parts, the sensitive parts.
The sensitive parts. Well, some of it's
things we
dark,
wanna
and that's
change.
okay. But
Yeah.
The important stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
All right.
impressed that he got that.
I just
I'm interested about this one.
physical appearance wise.
Number.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Finish this sentence.
Oh boy.
Every
The dangerous one.
mother goes shopping, she brings home blank.
So, me and Christian go shopping a lot. And we've joked so many times that Peter and Jed are not going to let us hang out together anymore.
Yes.
I would say, due to Ross being my favorite store, he's going to say clothing. Bring home another piece of article clothing or something.
Do you want to talk to them about your trunk?
Oh, yes. That's going to out me to him, though.
You don't have to.
Used to hide bags in my trunk when I would go shopping and then hang them up later. And then he would see them. Oh, that's nice. Is that new? No, babe, I've had it for a while.
Smart. Very
Sorry, Jed. I don't do that anymore.
Oh,
He
God.
said an outfit.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
say yes.
Mark?
That's a point.
Okay, good.
I like it.
I'm going to be in trouble for that one. So,
Yeah. I don't.
You
part
just
of me
outed
wants
yourself.
You know what? We'll give Haley an extra half point for revealing a
a piece of sensitive information.
expression.
Yeah.
I don't do it anymore. I
Brave.
promise.
I feel like as much as we go to Ross, I'm less likely to bring home clothes. Like, I feel like proportionally, when we go to Sephora, I'm more likely to bring home makeup.
Yeah.
So
Even
I'm
when
gonna-
we go to Ross and TJ Maxx and Marshall,
Yeah,
we still
that's
bring home
true.
makeup.
Yes, that's true. So I'm gonna go with makeup, and let's see if he surprises me.
I feel like it's
Oh my
accurate.
god! Again, just how well he knows me. He said, "An item to return."
Wow.
She's the queen of returns. Oh
I
my
can't.
God. I love him.
That's
Oh,
funny.
Oh, that
He's
woo,
very funny.
that
I'm
was
gonna cry
really
from
really
laughing.
good. That was really good.
Good job.
I can't. My cheeks hurt really bad. That was perfection.
It might
Okay.
not affect you a point in the game, but it is.
No, but it is true. I return like 90% of what I buy. Sorry, all the places I shop at. Oh gosh. Okay.
I don't go shopping a lot, so this is gonna be interesting. But like, I'll go to like, I guess it's makeup. Like, I just bought like a new makeup case and new makeup brushes, and every time we go out, I tend to buy makeup. Or for like makeup.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's gotta be makeup. I don't buy a lot of clothes. We'll see. Some makeup.
There you go.
Some makeup. I like that. Let me put in there just some.
Just some. Right. Some random makeup.
It doesn't matter. Like, I'll get like primer from Target if we go there, just cause like.
Yeah,
Girl, yes.
that's fantastic. This one's the easiest question of this entire game for me. I always bring home a candle. Pretty much from any store I go to, I'll bring home a candle. So I don't know what else he would put if he doesn't put candle. He's fired.
He's fired.
Yeah. I know, but I haven't brought home a dog every time I go shopping. That'd be bad. Number 9. So let's see. Candle.
Yep.
He knows.
See,
But
if
he
we all
supports
meet
it.
up, if
Yeah,
we all
he
meet up,
supports it.
Carly and Mark in the candle aisle, Candy and I will be in the makeup, Haley will be in the clothes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
So-
but let me just say, in my defense
I
too.
buy a lot
I
of
mean,
makeup,
he
too.
bought me candles for my birthday. He supports.
He
you
supports
know,
Your habit.
he does. He likes them. They smell nice.
All right. So our final question of the gentleman round, number 10. If the two of you were pregnant, who are the two people your wife would want to tell first?
Okay, so since it was worded that way, obviously he wasn't an answer because it's worded that he knows, because he obviously would be the first person. But I put, as we talked about our little My Ladies group text with Christian and Melanie and me, I would tell Christian and Melanie first. I think that's what he put. It might surprise me and like throw my mom in there, but Christian and Melanie. So he knows.
Nice. So I'm pretty confident. I think he would say Haley and my mom. So, but he might pick Melanie. He might surprise me. So let's see. Mom and Haley. Yep.
He knows. He knows.
Now I'm interested for Candy's answer. Is it different than it would have been?
I've been pregnant twice now, and the first time I told Andrew Man first, and him second. Well, that's not fair. She was with me when I got the test taken, so I didn't really tell.
Yeah.
And then the second time, his brother told me.
Oh.
It's the reason why I got the test taken. He was like, I had a dream you were pregnant. And I was like, oh, shit. I should get that shit.
Oh, that's interesting.
I like that, though.
Yeah. I didn't tell G-Man because I was living on a different coast then. I told Kristen, though. So I think he's going to say G-Man and Kristen because, like, I have my Boston people and then I have my California people. So I think that has it covered. But, like, I don't know. Maybe he'll put his brother in there because, like, his brother, like, literally told me first. So I don't know.
That's so cool.
G-Man and Kristen.
Nice.
Love that. Mine's easy for me. I mean, I'm pretty sure he knows I'm obsessed with my mom and dad. So, I mean, I would tell my parents first before anybody else. Let's see if he knows. Her parents, is what he said.
Nice. Good job,
Very
boys.
nice.
Got all
Right?
the last question.
They knew it.
All right. So at 20 questions, we have our final standings. So our winner was Candy at 18 and a half.
Yay, Candy.
Followed
Good job.
closely behind by Carly at 18.
Woo!
Nice.
Haley finishing with 16. And Christian finishing with 15 and a half.
Now, if we weren't so far over time, I would love to discuss the longest relationship coming in last place. But
That's okay. I mean, we are over time, but that's fine.
I
We're
think
already
it's
over time.
fantastic.
Yeah. I love that. Great job, guys.
Congratulations to all of our
Fantastic.
players.
We did
Yeah.
so
I mean,
good.
We don't have a prize for you, Candy. You just get bragging rights. So.
Right.
Correct.
No, I'm not like a roommate.
So this will be a long episode for our listeners and our new viewers as well. But thank you, Mark, for hosting. Thank you all, ladies, for you and your partners for playing the game, and everybody for being on the show today. Let's go ahead and go around and say where they can find us online. I'll start with you, Mark. Where can they find you online?
So I can be found on twitter.com at Marcus13. And today I was talking about how I got a crazy farmer's tan right from like a weekend moving furniture. So I tan very easily. One of my most appealing qualities. But I'm on there just spouting off nonsense. So give me a follow.
And Carly, where can they find you?
Yes, so I'm on Twitter at Carly Green Music, and I'm also on Instagram at Carly Green Official.
Candy?
You can find me on Twitter at Candy with an I _Lee, Lee, and then _Bell. That's Bell, and then Instagram's just Candy Lee Bell.
And Christian?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at It's Me Christian G. Christian is with a K.
You can find me on Twitter at CSI Haley. Make sure to follow all of us. Follow at Pones Media and at #1, the actual number for the girls, so that you can keep up with us as a media company and also our pods. And look out for a new girls pod every Wednesday, guys. So there it is, friend. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us. And from each of us, we just want to wish you guys a great week. Make sure, if you enjoyed the show today, to subscribe, to rate and review, and let us know how it's going. Thank you. Everybody say bye.
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 Bye.